Hi, everyone. The horses and I at Hidden Brook Farm want to wish you a happy solstice and holiday season today. And so, on this week's podcast, we will talk about the solstice for 2021 and lead you in a healing meditation. 2021 is a big event. Solstices and equinoxes signal significant change for us. And this time, it comes at the end of an 18-month cycle. The cycle that we're going out of is a developmental cycle, and we're moving into a cycle of healing for the earth and the planet. And so there's a lot of exciting things going on. Solstices and equinoxes bring about huge energetic change, though. And so that's why we always like to offer you a healing meditation at this time of the year. So I invite you to make yourselves really comfortable and settle in for a good listen. And we'll try to get you some video of the horses as we go through. I do want to let you know about some of the classes we have coming up. In January, we have a full lineup of licensed ICRT Usui classes, the level 1 and 2 and masters. Also, the ICRT Animal Reiki course. And in February, a Holy Fire 3 Karuna Reiki class. In March, we have a full lineup of the Usui classes and the Animal Reiki classes in the Australian time zone. Join us if that speaks to you. If you don't already subscribe to our newsletter, go ahead. There's a link in this video and in this podcast. Go ahead and subscribe. Please consider joining us for a free monthly online Reiki share so that we can see your face and get to know you. In the Northern Hemisphere, the winter solstice celebrates the longest hours of darkness and the rebirth of the sun, and it's believed to hold a powerful energy for regeneration, growth, renewal, and self-reflection. It's also called the hibernal solstice because it's the two moments during the year when the path of the sun in the sky is the farthest south. And so for our southern neighbors, this is a time for expansion after a period of reflection. It was always believed that on the solstice, the moon would give birth to the sun. And this is symbolic of the birth of the spiritual sun within us, and that we are not separate from the Creator as we have been conditioned to believe, and that we are not less than divine beings. This season you're entering, all about finding yourself and making peace, consolidating this year and looking forward to the next. It's also about becoming mindful, seeking your spirituality, eating the past, and gaining a positive attitude toward the future, regardless of your hemisphere. In the Northern Hemisphere, it's a period of quiet energy, and in the South, of busy energy. In the Northern Hemisphere, we take the chance to reflect on ourselves and focus on what we want to achieve. We set goals and intentions for the coming year, examine and release our past, and make positive personal changes. While in the Southern Hemisphere, our time of reflection is complete, and so we move into these intentions and changes that we set for ourselves during our quiet time. But regardless of your hemisphere, this is a time to connect with your intuition, to take note of your accomplishments, and to count your blessings. It is the time to embrace change and to let go of the past. It's the ending of some things and the beginning of others. It's a time of transformation, and so we embrace the change as we move forward. And this is all following a beautiful full moon. And that will bring us into a few weeks of growth as we are ascending and stepping into the new. But before that happens, there's a sweeping out of the old stagnant energies that would hold us back. So if some things want to go today during the meditation, let it go. We're also at the end of a very long cycle, and we may feel weary. We're being invited to step into stillness and emptiness. It is the end of the last exhale of this cycle, when we are completely empty with all of this room to fill. after emptying and shedding, there's a tremendous opportunity here. One of the things we are letting go of is the illusion of truth we have been under. The truth that accepted separation and that we could ever be separated from ourselves, from each other, or from the source of all that is. We can sometimes be confused with the information in words and unsure of what the truth is. But as we are shedding that misinformation and that mistruth, we find a new moral compass around it. When COVID first happened on our planet, I asked energetically what the message was, and I was told that in addition to being positive for the environment, COVID would allow us to move into alignment with our priorities. And if our lives were not being led according to our own truth and our own priorities, it was an opportunity for a reset in order to co-create the life we wanted to live. But right now, we're in the infancy of so many new ages. The pandemic allowed us to learn about ourselves, and we might wonder if we are moving into the age of Aquarius. We are certainly breaking a pattern. The last 200 years was the dawn of the industrial age, amidst war, genocides, and division. And we're leaving that behind, moving away from an age of petroleum, global warming, irresponsible stewardship of the earth, and into an age of technology and environmentalism. Energetically, huge changes are happening at this end of an era as we move out of the industrial age and the era of an external authority and into a sustainable age and an era of internal authority. This is a time of hope and blessings after a very difficult period. It is the last exhale at the end of this cycle as we enter the solstice. We are basically in the pause at the end of a breath. Think for a moment about the pause in your breath. That is the time of absolute stillness when nothing is happening. When we do this breath work with our horses on the farm, we have spent time in the pause because it is full of potential. It's time of non-doing, a time of being in the space between breaths. Energetically, at the solstice, we are all in the pause at that moment in time. This is a time when we can choose anything going forward. It's a time of absolutely unlimited potential. It's also a time to shed what we no longer need, understanding that we chose to be here at this time, leading our daily lives. And it's a time to consider our passions and strengths and step forward to serve the purpose that the world needs from us. For all of the Earth's creatures, nothing is more fundamental, so fundamental as the length of daylight. The sun is the ultimate source of all light and warmth on the Earth, and so solstice begins new solar cycles for us. In the northern hemisphere, the light begins to triumph over darkness as the days begin to lengthen, and the opposite is occurring for our friends in the south. In the northern hemisphere, we are moving into a period of introspection, quiet, incubation, and creativity. We're moving into a period of rest and of shorter days that prepare inspirations and connects us with our souls. And this allows us to start a new personal growth cycle. Darkness creates learning and growth, so it's a time to reflect, and it connects us with our personal power, which is a catalyst for transformation and a turning point. In the southern hemisphere, our friends are moving out of that space and into the more external expression of their lives, enjoying the longer days of summer and social events where possible. I invite you now to ask yourself, what area of your life would you like to transform as you move toward enlightenment? This is a time that we can connect with our original purpose. So you might ask yourself, what did I come here to do or to accomplish? And go ahead and take inventory of the challenges that you have overcome in the last 18 months. and consider the innovative solutions that you moved into. Regardless of where we are, this is a time to connect with your intuition, to take note of your accomplishments, to count your blessings, to embrace change, and to let go of the past. This is the ending of some things and the beginning of others. It is a time of transformation. And so as we embrace the change and move forward, we accept that many times the difficulties in our lives are caused when we resist or brace against change. But we also understand that change is inevitable. So I invite you now to pay attention to any brace or resistance that exists in your body, and to just make a decision to let go, breathing in the light of Reiki and out the brace or the resistance or change. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, placing your hands comfortably on your body, giving yourself Reiki, activating your Reiki symbols if you have them. And just step into the pause of the solstice. Our hearts and our souls still beat to the ancient rhythm, the drum, and the ancient rhythm of the earth. And things work always according to divine timing. This is a time to dust yourself off and take life head on once again, to release your weariness and take actions on your plan, to see the bigger picture, and to celebrate your relationship with the earth, the trees, and our beautiful planet. I invite you to take a moment now and consider what in your life no longer serves you, and simply form an intention to let it go. What brings you joy? And simply form an intention to bring more joy into your life in the coming cycle. And what have you thought that you'd like to accomplish or achieve in the coming year? Simply form an intention to accomplish it. Reiki will assist you in the how. You simply need to discover the what. You do not need to earn anything with Reiki. You simply can form the intention and allow the energy to do the heavy lifting. I invite you to take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. What has changed for you in the last 18 months? And where do you want to go with the next 18? And now we'll move into the rhythms, cycles, and heartbeat of the earth meditation. Place your hands on your heart and feel Reiki flow through your hands and into your heart. As the light of Reiki, the light of the earth, and the light of divine beings and of creation surrounds you and fills your breath. As you breathe in the light, it travels in on your breath. It fills your body with light, and the light within you wakes up and is revealed to you. You remember your love, your higher consciousness, and your pure heart. You can see it now. As the light of the earth is revealed in you, and you remember that your body is made of the earth to give your spirit life and breath. And the light of God is revealed as you remember that you are also made of the light of God, and that you are here in your life to be human. The light of creation and the light of your body are one light within you. Your divine nature is present in your human nature. And you remember your beautiful spirit, your life force that is here in your body and in your life in this moment in time. You listen to the heartbeat of the earth and the heartbeat of the waters and of all life in the waters. You can hear the heartbeat of the animals and the trees, birds in the trees. You can hear the heartbeat of creation in the four winds, the cycles and rhythms of the moon and the sun, the rhythm of the stars in the night sky, the planets and our solar system, the heartbeat of the Milky Way, the galaxies, the universe, heartbeat of creation. It all beats in the same rhythm as your own dear heart. And so your body aligns with the heartbeat and the rhythms and cycles of the earth and the heartbeat and rhythms and cycles of creation. One heartbeat, one light, and one breath, right now in this moment in time, in your daily life. You release the weariness and any frustration or sadness or anger or grief, anything that would hold you back. And you focus your attention on the power of love that is at the core of the physical world, the light of pure consciousness becoming all things. And you bring this awareness now into your body that you are like all life on earth, part of the animal kingdom. Everything lives in the rhythms and cycles of this beautiful creation, the earth. So bring your awareness to your body now and listen. Hear your heart beating in your body, in your life today, and breathe into this moment. Now notice the brilliant light of the Reiki energy that fills the room around you, filling the air that you breathe, flowing into your body on your breath. And the beautiful enlightened beings who have joined us that are at the corners of the land and on every side, shining their light into the light that surrounds you, guiding and protecting us and ensuring that we work the highest frequency of energy possible. Now think of the energies, emotions, and limiting belief systems, situations, and even relationships which no longer serve you. Simply make a decision to let them go, and we'll stay here for several moments. Now that you've created space within you, the light of grace flows through you, assisting you to release anything that was stuck, anything that did not release freely. And the light of grace is divine favor offered in the form of a gift. And the light of grace is something that you do not need to earn. Today we just invite the beautiful light of the earth to shine up through the bottoms of your feet, and the light from the heart of God to shine through your crown, and they meet together in your own dear heart. We invite the light of new beginnings and of growth and of balance to flow through us. Light of peace, harmony, joy. Light of living your best life. I invite you to just stay here, opening your heart to receive these energies today. We'll stay here for several moments as you allow this light to enter your body and allow the gift to enter your soul and the grace of God to guide you. I invite you to stay in this place, receiving lights and the graces of God for as long as you feel you wish to. When you are ready, you can come back. From the forces and I, from our hearts to yours, namaste. We hope you have a peaceful, beautiful, healthy, and healing holiday. And happy solstice.